Hey, what's up guys? Steve here, and welcome back to a new episode on Train Sim 2021. So today you'll find us a little close to home for me, on a train line that I have spent many a trip on. We are carrying out today's route on the Just Trains route from London Marylebone to Aylesbury. So we start here at Aylesbury Vale Parkway, and we'll be heading down line to High Wycombe, where we'll be stopping temporarily there. So in today's episode, then in the following episode, we will be heading on to London Marylebone. So yeah, as you can see, we're at Aylesbury Vale Parkway here. So this is kind of like just on the outskirts of Aylesbury, and yeah, it has a few houses and stuff around it. So let's put the HUD on for today. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a route here. I think it's about 35-40 minutes in total. So let's set up the train for today's route. Let's open some doors. You can see loads of cars and stuff in the background. The train station just behind us, and yeah, we'll wait for these doors to close. Have a mess around with some of the cameras, so show you the different areas. So yeah, so as I say, a route that's close to my heart. I spent a few years training in Aylesbury at a college there, so used to quite regularly do the trip from Beaconsfield and High Wycombe way that way through, and from vice versa to London Marylebone. So yeah, a bit of a normal route for me. So let's start our trip out of Aylesbury Vale Parkway. So as I say, we'll be heading on through to the main station in Aylesbury. I'll try and give you a bit of a sightseeing tour as we go through. I think that maybe sightseeing is not the particular route or word for today, but yeah, we are using today the I can't remember what they call this train now. It's like a turbo something. Try and find it here. So yeah, so it's a Chiltern Railways liveried BR class train. We're speeding already. God, just only got out of the station and we're already speeding. So for those of you that are interested in this route, have a watch, see what you think. Obviously a bit different from Train Sim World that we've been doing in the last couple of episodes. Train Sim 2021 is obviously not quite as graphically pleasing, but you know, it's pretty good. You'll find a lot of sort of generic buildings and stuff as we go through today's route. So yeah, so as we said, we're just heading out of Aylesbury Vale Parkway, so heading towards High Wycombe, just past some of the outskirts of Aylesbury, and back into the town centre as we get to our next stop. But yeah, for those that are interested, obviously it's on Steam. I picked this up in the Steam sale when it was about 30% off, I think it was. I'm sure there'll be another Steam sale sometime soon. So as you can see by our sort of map at the bottom, we're about about a mile, 1.6 away from the train station. So we've got we're looking at about just coming up to a 60 mile an hour speed limit, ready for our first stop. So this is just a normal kind of like free mode, driving mode, whatever you want to call it, for this route. There don't seem to be any short scenarios in this. There is oh hang on, let's just push that. Yeah, there didn't seem to be any sort of scenarios for short routes. It just seems to be longer routes. So as you can see here, we're heading on through past some of the industrial estates of Aylesbury. Pretty standard sort of buildings and stuff. As I say, graphically the buildings are not as good, but they've got a pretty good feel for it. So as you can see, we're coming into the Aylesbury sort of north main line, I guess that's what it's called at the bottom there, and then heading into platform 2 Aylesbury station. As you can see, lots of very similar looking houses on the right hand side. Yeah, you've got more industrial units. Yeah, you can sort of see the houses there. We're heading under this bridge, and then it should probably go into the station. Sorry, just trying to see what there is that we can play around with in this cab here. So green light, so we're kind of good to go. slow down to a 30 here, so try not to speed as we go through. And yeah, as I say, we come past a couple of bits of interest as we come into Aylesbury Station here. So we've got a number of different buildings, and there's the college, I think, there on the right hand side, or the new college there on the right hand side. Some buildings on the left there, and yeah, there's sort of like the maintenance depot here on the right. We go under this. Oh, look, there's another train there in the maintenance depot there, just on the right. Let's see if we can just have a quick look. There you go. See one there, obviously going through some sort of cleaning or maintenance. You've got a supermarket there on the left, and a big central bridge here that spans across from one side to the other. As we pull into the station, yeah, just going to cross over the lines here, and yeah, be stopping at platform 2 by the looks of it. So let's try and get our stop right. Try not to overshoot or leave carriages hanging off the other side. Right, cool. So, right, let's slow her down here. That's perfect. There we go. Stop by the sign. Right, hopefully we're all in. Also, we've got quite a longer train today. We've got quite a few carriages on today's train. Here we go. Let's open the doors. Let's have a look at these people getting on and off. There we go. Perfect. So, so yeah, obviously Aylesbury Station, there's a multi-storey car park just behind us, just there. And then I don't know if I can show it. You've got this office building here. Now that's in real life, that's significantly higher than it shows in the game. There you go. You can see the bridge in the background as well. And then just past the bridge, the building just above, and to the right of that is actually a Morrison's. No, wrong button. That one. There we go. All these are flats on the right side, and yeah, you can just see the bridge there, and just a bit of advertising there for Just Flight. Well, I'm sure obviously something else to do. Right, let's head on through from platform 2 to out past some of the buildings and out of Aylesbury. The train's a bit heavy, got quite a few carriages on today, so obviously we are going to be a bit more difficult to try and get past things and obviously get started again. Yeah, so you've got new housing estate here as well, all new flats and stuff by the looks of it. And then, yeah, we're just crossing over. There is a few other buildings. You can see sort of like a few bits of office buildings there, and that main line on the left there goes through to places like Stoke Mandeville, Wendover, and then ultimately down that's sort of the other spur that you can use that goes into London Marylebone that way, and then obviously this right spur here takes us down towards the Princess Risborough High Wycombe route. So we're speeding again already. There's quite a few different junctions and lanes and stuff there. I guess they could hold trains as they need to, if they're in service or not. Cool, cross over that passenger crossing, make sure we've not got anyone that's going to run out in front of us. So yeah, more housing estates here on the left. We sort of head on under this bridge here, and sort of straight on out we go past sort of Stoke Mandeville, sort of Hospital Way, and then yeah, out towards Princess Risborough. So you can just see Aylesbury there disappearing into the distance. Then we'll head on through. So yeah, lots of I think something I was reading, obviously this one, the Steam reviews on these don't kind of do it justice. I think they are extremely negative, a lot of the people that are posting reviews on Steam. I think they don't realise just how old this particular route is. I must admit, I know that it's not the newest of routes, and obviously it's a redo, I think, of an older particular route, but you know, it's pretty good. I think you know, from this sort of view here and backwards, it looks pretty good. The train, as you can see here, it looks pretty good. But remember to put some lights on. I don't know if I actually need to do this, but no, what do we want? We want that one there. No, come on, there we go. There we go. There's a few random marks I'm pushing the camera, but not a lot. But yeah, as I mentioned, obviously a train that's very familiar. I've been on it many times and been used to you know, travelling into London and places like that with it. Yeah, not too much here that we can play around with. Something else, that's no. don't know what that one is. You didn't normally did say when you hover over it, but it's not gonna do it today. Right, so make sure we're not speeding with 33. Yeah, we're okay. I think we're just under speed. So obviously, with being an open scenario, there's no particular tasks, as you can see in the box there in the left. It just says High Wycombe platform 3, and that's kind of about where we're going to end up. But you can pick and choose where you go when you stop if you want to pick people up and stuff. Obviously, it's a bit open-ended, but I think it's pretty good. Obviously, as mentioned, this will be part 1 of 2. The second part will be going from High Wycombe right through to London Marylebone, so we'll have the second part of that coming up. Obviously didn't want to do too long a journey. Another pedestrian crossing there. Yeah, didn't want to do too long a journey because I'm sure it's like an hour and a half, and I'm sure you don't want to sit through an hour and a half of me waffling on as we go through the Buckinghamshire County countryside. Right, cool, over a bridge. Right, that stupid buzzer again. There we go. I don't know what that's for. I don't know whether that's an alertness buzzer. I probably should be a bit more knowledgeable about this train and how it works. But yeah, it just seems to go off randomly and require you to push it. I guess it's an alertness monitor, but yeah, it's really annoying. No doubt I will forget to turn it off at some point and probably end up completely stopping the train and then having to restart. So as you can see, we've now sort of headed out of the town into the open countryside. I can't even remember our next stop. I probably should have paid attention to what the next stop was on the route, but I'm sure when the little thing at the bottom there updates, it will tell us. But yeah, guys, I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a good week so far, and enjoying the lovely weather that we've got at the moment. It's definitely very warm here in the UK. Enjoyed a bit of a break last week. Yeah, more. What we got up here? We've got a level crossing coming up. Is this a level crossing? Yeah, it is. There you go. Look at that. So we've got a level crossing here with working barriers and lights. Hopefully some sounds as well. Yep, there we go. Look at that. How cool is that? That's really cool. But yeah, sorry. Yeah. So hope everyone's good. They had a bit of a break last week, so apologies for the lack of video last week. Had a bit of a holiday, so try and recharge the batteries and get back into been a busy, what has been a busy year for me so far with work and stuff. So yeah, had a bit of a break, so yeah, wasn't able to put a video up, but do have a couple of videos ready after this one. We're back in OMSI 2, back there, and yeah, we've got some more sort of tourist bus sim, the bus, and a few other bits and pieces coming up. Obviously the release of the bus sim 21 was announced many weeks ago, so they're still teasing new buses. I think Scania was the latest bus that they released for that one. Cool. So yeah, looks like some sort of golf course there on the right, and a farm building on the left. So yeah, we're pretty much just in open countryside here, in between different towns. Oh look, oh no, it's done it again, hasn't it? Stupid alertness. Look, it's gone. This is what happens when you're not sat inside the train. Alright, am I now gonna, yeah. Is this gonna let me go? No, okay. This is really annoying. So I'm gonna basically now have to stop and reset. Alright, of course it's gonna cost us time, I can feel it. Alright, let's just stop here, reset that back to forwards, and go. There we go. No doubt we've stopped on a gradient, so it's going to take us forever to get going again. There we go. Yeah, perfect. We're crawling further forward. Kind of regretting put loads of carriages on the train now. It's taking much longer for it to get going. I don't think there's anything I can press up here. No, it just seems to be the fact that it requires assistance every so often, so I don't know. Anyway, really annoying. I can't change any of that. No, can't mess around with anything. Now I'm just pressing random buttons to see if it helps. So as you can see in the sort of, I don't know, map, whatever you want to call it, stop map thing coming up, where next stop is Little Kimble, which is just a little village in between Aylesbury and Prince's Risborough. I think Little Kimble basically consists of about half a dozen houses, a train station, a school, and a Chinese takeaway. I don't even think it's got a pub in it. So we'll see when we get there. How far is it away? About half a mile by the looks of it. But yeah, as I say, we'll see when we get there. It's not particularly big. It's not modelled particularly massively in this scenario either. But yeah, as I say, just still don't know what those chimes do. It scares the crap out of me every time that chime goes off, thinking that it's the alertness thing's going. Alright, cool. So you got like a mobile home site there on the left. Forgot about that. Yeah, obviously some houses here on the left, and then the station coming up just about a quarter of a mile away. Let's head over the bridge. Yeah, there we go. And then yeah, you can just see the station there in the distance. I say it is literally, it's almost like someone's house in real life. You basically just have a very small building and a platform. But yeah, let's. Okay, so we're coming in. We're okay, I think. Actually, we'll probably be okay for speed. It's sort of uphill a little bit, so let's maybe add a little bit less brake, and we should be able to coast in okay. I think we're a bit long, so I think yeah, you can see there. Look, there's almost like a conservatory on the side of the station building itself. All right, I think we're going to come up a little bit short here, but yeah, that's just a bit short. All right, let's open the doors and let's check. Yeah, there you go. We're kind of half there, half hanging off, half there. But yeah, as mentioned, so you can see there's a few houses. Obviously, the train station itself, lots of fields, a farm, and just down the road behind us, there's a school just the other side of those hedges. So yeah, not much in Little Kimble, but yeah, just a local train stop, and that's about it. All right, cool. So doors are closing. Let's see if we can get big old Bertha going. See if she'll pick up a bit of power as we're going uphill. No, she doesn't want to go. Oh, she's going slowly. There we go. Alright, so she's picking up speed quite slowly. There you go. Back of the train is just about now passing the train station. Oh, there's someone in the back of the train. Why is there a person in both ends? We don't need a driver at both ends. I don't know. Anyway, I guess that's just the graphics and the design of it, but it's obviously however it was designed. Alright, cool. So we've got 40 mile an hour limit coming up, so green light here, so we're good to go until the next stop. Cool. Bridge coming up, so not sure what this bridge is actually for, because I think I don't actually remember there being a road here. A bit of a lag there. It's the only thing I've found with this. I've in terms of optimization, it's funny, Train Sim World works really well and I don't suffer too much from lag on it, but on Train Sim World 21, or Train Sim 21, sorry, I seem to get really bad stutters. It's very strange, I don't understand it. It seems to be very laggy at times and very stuttery, and it does freeze quite a lot, but I guess it's maybe just an older system. Maybe it's not as well optimised as probably I could. Maybe it's just this route, I don't know. We've so far this is actually the only route I've tried. I did get the Deluxe edition, I think it was, so it had obviously a couple of different routes, including the Scottish route, the 5 circle line, I think it is. I might be wrong on that one, but yeah. But that's all. That's kind of what we tried today. I wanted to try this particular route, and I know there's a add-on to this that goes up to I think Birmingham, which kind of carries straight on, which is a potential option. And then there's also a underground route that goes from Amersham, which is on the other line, and you can take that one in. So yeah, got different bits you can add to this. That's okay. So we're coming into Monk's Risborough, which is just on the outskirts of Prince's Risborough. Again, a pretty built-up area, so it's we're doing about a quarter of a mile away. But yeah, I think there's a few bits. If you enjoy watching the train side of things, I know a lot of you are here for buses and coaches and stuff, but if you enjoy the train sims, obviously the Tracing World has just announced the Rush Hour, or recently announced the Rush Hour add-on, which is a few extra routes, I think an American route and the London to Brighton route. Now we've got the East Coast, or the Brighton route already, and this one will add a little bit of extra sort of route to that, plus the Gatwick Express, I think, in terms of that route. So that's pretty cool, and that's coming out in the summer, so that'd be pretty good when that one comes out as well. Right, let's try and stop here. We're gonna overshoot just a little bit. See, in my endeavour to get ourselves on the platform, we end up actually going technically a bit over, but that's cool. Most of the train is on it. The back parts of the train are on it. That's the important bit. Right, cool. So we'll get these people on. Check back into the train here. Yeah, look at that. We're just a little bit, probably about half a carriage length, or to carriage length, just a little bit too far forward. But you know, that's to be expected. As I say, we're obviously a 4-carriage train, so yeah, quite big. Right, let's check back and see. Oh look, there's a bit of the platform missing there. It's missing the bottom half of the platform. Oh, anyway, shut the doors, and we'll head on out of Monk's Risborough. So I'm pretty sure the next stop is Princess Risborough, and then after Princess Risborough I think you get Saunderton, and then on to High Wycombe. Might be some bits that I've missed there in between too, but yeah, we're pretty much sort of 3/4 of the way through today's route. Hopefully, barring any hold-ups or delays, we should be okay. Of course, yeah, you can see just the roads. The roads are pretty. I'm not gonna lie, the trackside artifacts and stuff aren't the greatest, but it's the route, and I think it's the the familiarisation of the route that's the important bit. So yeah, it's you can forgive the graphical bits and pieces. It's obviously just the realism and the sort of the being able to drive a route that you know and are familiar with. Got quite a big old lag there. Right, let's slow down. So yeah, as you can see, we've got, well, I guess quite busy at the bottom here. So we've got Princess Risborough Aylesbury line, Princess Risborough platform, and then Princess Risborough something else. So yeah, so we'll be at Princess Risborough station eventually, once we get past all of those bits and pieces. And the station itself is about, what's that, about a mile away. So a bit more countryside. You can kind of see the outskirts of it on your left there, as you're starting to sort of come into the town. And yeah, obviously very rural kind of villages and towns, so a lot of farmland in between, and pretty scenery. Obviously the route between Princess Risborough and High Wycombe is kind of follows one of the main roads between the two, but yeah, it's still through farmland and stuff. So that's what we're looking at now, about half a mile out from Princess Risborough, and hopefully we go down to, what was that, 15 mile an hour speed limit? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. So let's try and slow down just a little bit, just so we don't go speeding through. What is it? Looks like a bridge of some shape or form. Yeah, it looks like an old bridge, so obviously has a speed limit over the bridge. Just don't want to crash or end up buckling the bridge. Yeah, you just about to see the bridge there. So yeah, that's another line there. So I guess that's the line potentially from High Wycombe to, I want to say the Birmingham line, but I might be wrong with that one. Oh, so we're going to cross over tracks here. Yeah, we're speeding just a little bit, so let's slow down. And then yeah, we're going to come into platform 2, which I think is this left, yeah, and this left one here. I guess if we were doing this and returning, we'd probably end up in that left-hand platform, but we'll end up on this one. Cool, let's try and keep under the speed limit if we can. There's a few people waiting here, so hopefully we should be able to get them. Cool, let's pull on in. We'll try and stop on our marks, try not to go too far. Right, perfect. Yeah, loads of people waiting here. And it's just another train coming the other way. It's the first one I've seen on these routes for a while that's gone the other way. I've made sure I just didn't tick your trains only, but yeah, obviously it's the first route we've seen with it coming the other way. So, right, let's look at that. Just noticed that little CCTV camera there on the right hand side. Right, cool. So we've got some bus stops and yeah, another train coming there. So he's going to stop there, hopefully. Perfect. Right, so we'll wait for our doors to close, and then we should be able to head on through. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Saunderton's the next stop. So let's wait for these doors to go closed. And there you're going to. Right, we'll wait here. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. There we go. They close it now. Perfect. Little buzzer there to say they're ready. Right, we're actually going backwards. There we go, and the power kicks in.
Welcome on board this service. Please take care of your personal belongings and remember to take them with you when leaving the train.
Didn't even realise there were announcements on this train. Why is that the first time I've heard the announcements? I haven't heard the announcements on any other route that we've done, or any other trip out of the stations. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, we've gone. We'll have to listen out at the next station and see if they're there. Right, so we get to go. So we've got 40, and then oh, look at that. We get really speed. We get up to 90 for the next route. So hopefully we should be able to make some good headway. Here we go. See that 90 speed limit board there. Perfect. So let's try and put our foot down, foot forward, or lever forward, whatever you want to call it, and head on through. What way are we going, right or straight on? Straight on. There we go. So yeah, so obviously going around the outsides of Princess Risborough now. So we'll be then heading back out again and back into the main countryside, where we'll be heading down. So I'm pretty sure it is Saunderton, the next stop. Cool. It was through the idyllic countryside. I don't know where that right-hand track went, but it obviously went somewhere. And then yeah, as you can see, the Saunderton Summit Up line. So that's the line that we're heading down. And then yeah, obviously down to Saunderton. So Saunderton itself again is another little stop. I think it is just pretty much just a sort of a stop for a bad, you know, a housing estate and a small industrial area, again with a pub. We'll show you when we get there, through a tunnel. Oh wow, there's a lot of lag there in the tunnel. Well, look, we're going, there you go, 100, so we can keep on going, get some more speed up, and head on through. Cool, through the green light. And yeah, we've got about a mile to the next set of lights. So as you can see, very leafy, very tree. The tree is a word, but very yeah, very overgrown with trees over the line itself. And then yeah, as you can see, Saunderton platform 1 there in about a mile and a half. So at these speeds we should be there relatively quickly. Heading under another bridge or road bridge or tunnel, maybe, probably road bridge by the looks of it. And then yeah, heading through to Saunderton. So yeah, I think slow down just a little bit. Obviously we're doing quite a heavy speed. Don't want to come in too hot and end up overshooting the station. So there you go. You can see, to mention, this is the main road out of Princess Risborough into Saunderton, kind of High Wycombe. It's actually technically West Wycombe way. So yeah, you've got a bit of urbanisation in sort of Saunderton. Let's say some industrial units and houses and stuff as well. Alright, let's go. We're just heading in. So, but yeah, other than that, kind of like a very rural train station. Not massive amounts of infrastructure here. It should just be a platform and oh god, just knocked the mouse. Ended up looking at the seat. What? Sorry, apologies. Yeah, so very sort of. I think we've probably gone a bit too slow here. I think we've probably slowed down just a little bit too much. Let's try and pick up a bit of speed here. But you really should pay attention. If it's not the stupid train alarm thing going off, it's me not paying attention to what speed I should be doing. Which, yeah, I'm sure that's what you come here for, isn't it? The lack of attention. Cool, so yeah, as you can see there's some industrial units just on our left hand side, some houses, more houses to the right, and yeah, as I say, obviously your little station as we come here. Perfect, so we'll come in here quite slowly, try and get as many of the trains on the platform as we can. Alright, let's just slow down just a little bit. Few people waiting here, so yeah, as you can see, just a kind of like an old style ticket hut and whatnot, and that's kind of about it as it's all done. So let's slow down just a bit here. There we go. Right, there we go. Let's open our doors and let these people on and off. I don't actually know if people are getting on or off, but they seem to be walking around the platform. That person seemed to disappear on the train, so hopefully we did get people on. Alright, and yeah, people on the other platform aren't waiting for anything. So yeah, you can sort of see in the background there, you've got the main road, which is the main sort of road, as mentioned, between Risborough and Aylesbury. And yeah, let's say the track goes sort of parallels it pretty much most of the way in before you get to High Wycombe, then crosses over. Right, cool. Let's head on out. You can see we've got, well, our ETA at High Wycombe platform 3 is showing as
Welcome on board this service. To avoid unnecessary security alerts, please do not leave luggage unattended on stations or on trains.
Sorry, got rudely interrupted by the announcer. Yeah, so you've got an arrival time of 1:24. So there's the sort of main road there and the service road, and then on the other side you've kind of got the industrial area just there. So yeah, a few industrial units and stuff. So yeah, then this road pretty much follows it through. There's a, well, at the time of this probably being made, that there was a office block. It's now houses. And then yeah, you see the road there on the left hand side parallels the train track pretty much all the way through. There will be a section just before we get into what they class as West Wycombe that will go back over the road, and then yeah, it sort of cuts through some cuttings as it heads into High Wycombe. So we'll show you those when we get there. But yeah, as you can see, pretty countryside, lots of rolling hills and lovely old buildings. So yeah, this is, as you mentioned there, this is probably for a good mile or two as we head on in. Sort of farm fields and empty barren spaces. Pub there on the left and some houses as it goes around the green. And then yeah, this carries on pretty much all the way through. So we've got to slow down a little bit. We go down to 85, then back up to 90 again in about a mile and a bit. Cool, so over the bridge. Through. So yeah guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Obviously it's a bit different, a bit more talking, a bit more infotainmental kind of thing. Obviously if you're enjoying the train content on the channel, then please do don't forget to click the like button and let me know, put in the comment section if you're enjoying a bit more trains, or whether you still enjoy the coaches and buses and stuff. So there's the bridge that goes sort of over, and the road goes under, and then it's kind of joins us into what they class as West Wycombe. So on, I don't know if you can see this on the right hand side there, there is, it doesn't, I don't think it's really, can't see in these bloody trees, yeah, it doesn't really show in this particular the way it's been designed, but there's a big kind of like church and thing on the hill there on the right hand side. It's kind of a quite a themed kind of area. It's got all the West Wycombe caves and stuff that you can go in. Perfect. So we've got more houses on the right here. So the main road's now on our right hand side. You can just about see it there, just the other side of those houses. And what was the old bus depot here on your right. Cool, so let's slow down. And yeah, roads go over and under and bridges and stuff. So let's carry on. More coach parking, van parking on the right. Oh, it's done it again, hasn't it? Stupid train's done that emergency thing again. How annoying. now we've got to stop again. Why does it do this? I hate this thing so much. Alright, no, it's not going to let me do it. It's going to have to slow down. Alright, cool. Well, yeah, thanks for that. As we have to complete the stop and start again, this is going to make it a little bit later. So as you can see, we're now due in to High Wycombe station at 1:25, so we're losing time. You can see it ticking all the way up. Alright, let's stop here. For all of you that are playing this, is there a way of deactivating that thing? Is there actually a physical way of turning that? As I say, I guess it's an alertness. Tell me otherwise if you know. But yeah, it's a way of turning that off. It's just annoying, especially if you're looking at it in third person. You know, you can't hear it going off. The buzz doesn't sound when you're in third person. It's just really, really annoying. Anyway, let's carry on. We've got, what was that, 1.5 miles till we get to High Wycombe platform, and we'll end today's route. I don't know what happens at the end. I don't know if you get a score. I don't know if you get a kind of like a rating or anything. So we'll see what happens when we get to the end, and we'll do it. Obviously, as mentioned, yeah, I've done a few practices, but I've never done a kind of like one of these quick drive scenarios before. So we'll see how we get on and see if we get a score for anything. Right, cool. So another pedestrian bridge. So yeah, so I think as we head on into, like I said, this is kind of the more outskirts of High Wycombe. So you've got a bit more industrial. Obviously, this is sort of housing estate area. You can see some of the industrial units on the right hand side there. And as we head on through, I think, as I say, it'll get a bit more industrial and a bit more, a little bit residential as well as we get in. So what's that? Road goes under. So yep, so that heads on straight through. And then yeah, you can see here there's a few industrial units. I think these are actually supposed to be, if I remember rightly, these are all kind of shops now. In terms of like, I think that one there on the right is supposed to be a Mataland, but I might be wrong there. Right, cool. You go over another bridge here. I think one of these two bridges is kind of now into the town centre. So that one there, if I recall rightly. Yeah, that one there. And then yeah, you're carrying straight on through. We're looking at about half a mile now out. So yeah, kind of goes through this cutting as it kind of joins into the station. And you can just about see. And the corner is the station, so you can see it there, just about 0.3 of a mile. So coming into platform 3, which is the platform on the left hand side. See if we can see a little bit as we go in. So yeah, so you have the kind of waiting area there and the bus stops. See if we can get a better view of this from the back. So, oh, what a surprise, there's a police car. I'm not going to make any jokes about police cars in High Wycombe, but you've got the big multi-storey car park that's fairly new. That's not been there for very long. And then yeah, say I'll stop here on the left, where we will be stopping this part of today's route. Obviously we will be doing the next part in the next episode. So let's make sure we actually stop all the coaches on the platform, so we don't have to anyone dropping off the end of the platform trying to get out of the last coaches. Right, cool. And there we go. Let's come to a stop. So there you go. So we have completed the first half of this route from Aylesbury Vale Parkway through to London Marylebone. Obviously we are temporarily making a stop here at High Wycombe, where we'll let some people stretch their legs, and yeah, we'll catch up with the second part of this in a second. So cool, well done. You've reached the end of your quick drive scenario. Now, does it give us a score? Let's have a look. There you go. It kind of gives us a bit of an update at the end here. So target is complete. One destination we stopped at. Obviously we had all removed out of zero rail vehicles, so we didn't actually take any off. We didn't pick up any passengers according to this. Didn't pick up any freight. Didn't refuel. We sped 10 times and we had the penalty brakes applied 8 times. I've no idea what that is, but yeah, anyway, so it was about 41 minutes in total for today's route, and we completed 17 miles. So guys, if you've enjoyed this short trip on Just Trains London to Aylesbury route, please smash that like button. If you have not already subscribed to the channel and you've enjoyed what you've seen and can't wait for the second episode to come out, then click the subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell notification icon so you can be updated when new episodes come out. But yeah, guys, as always, if there's any questions, queries, comments or suggestions for future episodes, then please don't hesitate to put those in the comments section down below. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching and look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take care. Bye.